is going on, you guys? How are y'all doing today? So we are back with another video, and I'm going to be installing a new mod today on my Yamaha R6, and this is one that's really important, if not the most important mod that I'll ever put on this bike. My apologies, the garage is kind of a mess right now, just letting y'all know in the background. But if you guys have been following along my page, you would have seen that I got a little bit of a death wobble a few weeks back, and it kind of put up this mod as a priority on my list. So on bikes like this R1 right here, it has a stabilizer which comes from the factory, so you don't have to really worry about death wobbles as much, as it already has a built-in stabilizer. And the same thing goes for this Ducati right here. It already has its own stabilizer that came from the factory. So this bike is all set to go, and you don't have to worry about those death wobbles nearly as much. But on this right here, my R6, there is no stabilizer from the factory, not one down here and not one up here on the triple clamp. So for how aggressive I ride this bike, I kind of want to throw one in there just to be safe. Because with things like that, I'd really rather be safe than sorry. Now, this is not a professional installation video by any means, but I'm still gonna walk you guys through the process on how I'm gonna do it at least. And you guys tell me if I messed up. So here's the full kit for this bike. So let's go ahead and unbox this and then start to get this thing installed. So here's everything all unboxed. I'm gonna try and be a little bit more organized for this install. Let me see if I can be a little bit more professional. But it also did come with some instructions right here too. So first I'm gonna go ahead and remove the one bolt which is holding in the top of the gas tank, and I'm gonna install this mounting bracket right here. And also right here it says replace OEM top hat tank something with this one, and that would be this piece right here. So we just need to swap out that one little piece right there. All right, so there's that bolt right there. All right, just took off a few panels so I could remove this piece right up here. And you can kind of see the difference between the two now. All right, well that took way longer than it should have because I forgot to put in the little like rubber grommet. But now we should be able to pop this new mount in now. I'm not gonna tighten this down all the way, just so it's not loose and not tight, because we're still gonna have to adjust a lot. All right, now all I did next is I'm just popping out these little caps so I can get accessibility to these bolts, because we're gonna swap these out so we can put in the other bracket. And I'm just going in here with my nail, honestly, and they pop right out. All right, so now I'm just gonna remove these two bolts and then swap it out with the new bolts and new bracket. And it is a 5mm. Oh, well that one wasn't a lot. All right, there's one. This one's a lot more in there. Wow. That's a big difference. This one's literally like 5 times the amount of torque. I don't know if maybe there's like some thread lock on here or something. I do not know. What I am actually gonna do is throw some thread lock on this bolt right here too. Now we're gonna install this piece right here, and it does come with these 2 supplied bolts. And if you have factory clip-ons, you don't need this nut on the end to use it. This is only if you have aftermarket clip-ons. So no need for this since these are OEM. So let's get this seated in right here. Now it's gonna get a little bit of blue thread lock on here. Just hand tightening these down right now since we're still gonna have to align everything. Now with the stabilizer on one, we're gonna go ahead and pop that in there. Now I'm just gonna torque these down a little bit, but not all the way, just because I want to make sure everything's lining up properly. But everything's looking good so far. Yeah, that's seating in there nice. Everything looks good, so I'm gonna start torquing down a little bit more. So when I called over to GPR, they did say to torque this stuff down to 7 foot-pounds. So I have an electronic torque wrench right here, and I rarely get to use this, so I'll take any excuse to. I'm just getting an extension. Now that should be all good. So let me give you guys a little bit better viewpoint. Here's how it's looking. So I think now we're ready to test it out. So currently on setting 1. See how it feels. And now let's bump it up a little. So let's go to 3. Okay, don't really feel anything too much there. Let's go to 6. Okay. Yeah, That's a workout there. Ooh. Okay, let's bump it up to 8. All right, now we're, now this is really tight. Okay. Well, I guess we know it works now. So let's bump it down a little bit. Let's go back to 3. There we go. Cool. So it seems like we are all set. All right, you guys, so I think that about wraps up today's video on the install for the GPR stabilizer. So I'm probably gonna take this bike out in a few hours, go test out everything, see which setting I like the best. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. And let me know what you guys think of the new GPR stabilizer. Do you like it? Do you not? Or do you wish I went with something like a Olin's? I'll catch you guys in the next video. Please take care, ride safe, peace. But let me throw in like a little bit of cinematic shots.